The average cost of a new heating and air system in the United States is $14,000. The cost to have a technician come out to work on a system is almost $500 per call. Also, there's nothing to tell me that the prices are going to go down anytime soon. I'm going to give you 5 things I always do before calling a company to come out. Let's talk about it. Hey folks, Tim here from Midwest Mentors. The temperature is really cranking up here in Missouri, and that means the potential for air conditioner problems. I'm going to give you 5 things I always do before calling an air conditioner company to come out. The first thing I do is assess what is happening. Obviously, I wouldn't start the process if my air conditioner was keeping the house comfortable. So when I notice a problem, the first place I go is to the thermostat. What if I see there's nothing going on with my thermostat? What if the screen is just blank? Well, that could mean I simply need to change the batteries. I hope it would be something easy like that. We've put a link below to a video that shows how to change the batteries in a thermostat. Let's assume there is a display on the thermostat and therefore it's not the batteries. When I go to the thermostat, I look for what the temperature is set to and what the actual indoor temperature is. If the thermostat is set to a temperature that is lower than the inside temperature, there's something going on. Because I grew up in a house where my dad was constantly saying, "Close the door, I'm not cooling the whole world." Out of respect for my dad, I make sure there are no doors or windows, and especially there are no attic access doors open currently. And if I know for certain they haven't been any open lately, the next thing I do is to go outside to see what's going on. This part of the air conditioning system is called the condenser. If you were interested in what this part of the system does, check out the link in the description to a great video that describes the different parts of an air conditioning system. When I'm outside, I'm checking for 3 things. Number 1, is the fan on and is it blowing in the correct direction? Remember, the thermostat inside is set so that the outside unit should be on and the fan should be turning. Also, I need to make sure the fan is turning in the correct direction. Remember, the fan's job is to expel the hot air from the system. This is easy to test. I simply put my hand 2 feet above the fan to determine if the fan is blowing air toward my hand or if it's sucking air into the condenser. Number 2, is the compressor running? Now, the compressor, when it is running, will sound like muffled barber's clippers, and it will make the condenser slightly vibrate. So I'm listening for 2 different and distinct sounds when I'm outside, the fan and the condenser. Number 3, if the fan and condenser are running, I stay outside for 15 minutes to make sure it's not cutting off intermittently. Now, if everything appears to be working correctly on the outside, I head back inside to check a few other things. I'm inside now at the heater. This is the part of the system that also contains the blower for the air conditioner and the most important DIY part of any system, the filter. I can't tell you how many problems can be avoided if homeowners would simply change their filters. Also, here's a fun fact. A lot of rental contracts require the renter to change the filters on a regular basis. Now, changing the filter on a regular basis not only protects the system, it will lower electrical bills. I know my filter is clean because I'm sort of crazy about changing my filter on a regular basis. Next, I check to see if I can hear the inside blower working. It's easy to tell this because you can easily hear if it is or not. Okay, the next thing I check is whether any furniture has recently moved. I know this may sound a strange thing to check unless you know how an air conditioner system works. The best way to think about how an AC system works is to refer to the name, air conditioner. An AC system takes hot air out and conditions it to cold air. The reason I check to see if any furniture has recently moved is that I know an AC system has intake points inside the house. Most of the time these intakes are located high on a wall, but sometimes they're on the floor or low on a wall. I've seen times when someone puts a piece of furniture or a big bookcase over an air intake, and something as simple as that keeps the system from keeping up. When I'm checking that my filter is clean, I also check to see that my condensation line is clear. I'm sure you've seen water coming from a car's air conditioner in the summertime. An AC system has the same type of setup. The condensation line needs to be free-flowing so that water can pass through. If it's not, and the water backs up, the air conditioner has a shutoff so that the water won't flood the area. Okay, so those are the things I check. Now let's talk about what I do when I find an issue. The number one reason the fan or compressor isn't running when the thermostat is calling for cooling is something called a capacitor. It's like the battery in a car. If you'd like to know more, check out the link in this video. Now, this is something an average homeowner can easily address, but care should be taken prior to replacing a capacitor. If the fan and compressor are both running, but the system still isn't keeping things cool, it could mean the system is starved for air. This could be because the outside unit is dirty or because I have a dirty filter. Okay, if the system is running and I've checked my filter and it's clean and the outside unit is clean, it could be because my system is shutting off because of a blocked condensation line. This is typically an easy fix. Again, we've put a link below to a video that shows how to clean a condensation line. If the outside condenser is running and the condensate line is not stopped up, I always check to see if the inside fan is running. Thanks for watching, folks. I put a decision matrix that I use in the description below. You know, one of those is this happening, yes or no type things, just to help provide a roadmap of what I do. Here at Midwest Mentors, we want to share the mistakes that we've made so that you don't have to make them too. Thanks, everybody. God bless.